Hello everyone, Alzion the Great here, and welcome back to Lincoln Financial Field as the Temple Owls host the UTSA Roadrunners in a match that could be an American Athletic Conference title preview. The questions for each team this week: can UTSA stop Temple's running game? And for Temple, can they stop the star quarterback of the Roadrunners, Frank Harris? Both teams enter with 3 wins. UTSA's only loss was at New Mexico in Week 1, as now both teams look for their first win. Actually, Temple looks for their first win in the American, while UTSA looks to go 4-0. As this game is just about underway, UTSA won the toss. They chose to kick, and we are away from Lincoln Financial Field as Fox will take a knee on the opening kickoff and bring Temple out to the 25, led by Dewan Mathis and Jakari Norwood. They open in splits. Or stacks, excuse me, as it'll be a read option as Mathis gets 3 yards. And on the very first play, Norwood was tackled, and it looks like he's hurt. He's coming out of the game now. That means Edward Sadie will come in at running back, as he will get the carry on 2nd and 7, but only get 2, making it 3rd and 5 for the Owls. Can they convert this play? It's generally a passing down. They will pass as Mathis throws, and it's caught by Ian Stewart, excuse me, not Ian Anderson, the pitcher. Ian Stewart, who ran a switch route and got absolutely decked for it, but he held on to the ball. First down, Temple. As Sadie's still in at running back, he will get the handoff as he goes right through a Roadrunner for 9 yards. As it looks like Temple might have to go without Jakari Norwood for the rest of the game, as we will get an update on that whenever we can. Sadie gets 7 yards there, as he's still running effectively. He was the number 1 running back on the depth chart before Al Zion got there, or got here to be the head coach. As Sadie again, another 6-yard rush, as that'll make it 3rd and 3 for Temple, once again needing a 3rd down conversion, as it will be another pass. But Mathis is going to run. He has all the green in front of him, but he gets tripped up. They're going to call it a sack for Dadrian Taylor, as Mathis had the right plan, just could not get the first down though, as it'll be 4th and 3, and they are going to go for it here. With 4:20 left in the first, it'll be a read option. Mathis pulls it down, and he'll get the first down. A huge collision at the 20, but he gets 10 yards. And here we have the update on Norwood. It is a strained back. He is out for the game, as it'll be Edward Sadie, presumably for the rest of the game, as a great attempt by Mathis is dropped by Ian Stewart, as he couldn't hold on to that one. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 19, it looks like, as Mathis hands off to Sadie again. Another great run for Sadie. He gets 10. That will make it goal to go. As now on 2nd and goal, 3 wide receivers to the left. Jose Barbone on the right to the top of the screen, as Mathis will throw it short to Sadie, who gets absolutely popped at the 6. Slow to get up. He might have to come out, and he does, as it'll be 3rd and goal. Temple looking to try and get a touchdown here. It's Mathis. He'll dump it off to the running back, as that's Darvon Hubbard. Powers through one Roadrunner, and he'll get the touchdown. They say he broke the plane. Darvon Hubbard hasn't got much playing time this year. What a way to wake everybody up as he powers through a Roadrunner. Barely crosses the plane, but it is a touchdown, as Temple takes a 7-0 lead over UTSA, as now Frank Harris and the Roadrunner offense is out. Harris throws it across the middle to his receiver Joshua Cephas for 11 and a first down. This team won the C-USA title, I believe, last year in game. In real life, they just did, yes, as it'll be a handoff and a stiff arm from the running back Traylon Smith for 11 yards. As UTSA's offense moving in, I don't want to call them chunks, but significant amounts of yards. as it'll be an option, and it will bounce off of Jalen Satchel's helmet, and he's going to pick it up and run with it. Can they catch him? No, they can't. Jalen Satchel, just like week 1 against Buffalo, picks up the option play, just goes straight off of his head. Bad play by Frank Harris, and Satchel puts Temple up by 2 touchdowns now. As we're still in the first quarter, how will UTSA respond now, being down by 14 very early, as Satchel almost gets to Harris again as he gets it off to Cephas there, who only gets 3. Now 3rd and 7, they'll go 5 wide set. No one's over Kellogg as Temple shifts and gets somebody over there. Harris throws it short to Cephas, who's caught every pass so far, shoves away an Owl and gets 13 yards. As UTSA still moving, but moving slowly for sure. There's now 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Harris across the middle, it is caught. That is not Cephas. That is DeCorian Clark for 12 and a first down. As Frank Harris hasn't missed a pass yet so far in the first quarter, as we're heading towards the second. As it's a big run for Traylon Smith. He gets inside the 30 and 20-yard run for him. As that will be the second to last play of the first quarter. This will be right here. As Harris fakes the handoff to Smith, throws it to the 11-yard line as Oscar Cardenas makes a 20-yard reception. As UTSA threatening to start the second quarter. It's now offset I formation here, as Harris will throw on 2nd and goal out of the back of the end zone. Also had an incompletion on 1st down, so he misses his first 2 passes there. Now 3rd and goal. Traylon Smith to his right, but he will be in the block, as it'll be a short throw, but a drop. Incomplete. Maybe the elements playing a factor. We've played in a lot of rain lately. I'm definitely going to make sure that the next game does not have rain. As Edward Sadie takes the handoff on 1st and 10 to start the next drive for Temple. As we're already into the second quarter, up 11. Another handoff to Sadie, as you know what we like to do, feed the running back. And Sadie so far 8 for 50 effectively. He's running pretty darn well. As 1st and 10 now will be another handoff, but Sadie will get stopped on that one as he'll lose a yard, making it 2nd and 11. That was Dadrian Taylor again. Now 3rd and 7, as Temple 2 for 3 on 3rd down conversions so far today. This will be a pass from DeJuan Mathis under a little bit of pressure across the middle, and Rashad Wisdom didn't get his hands up in time. Incomplete, as UTSA's defense holds. Now with 5 minutes 30 seconds left in the second. On 2nd and 7, Harris drops back. He'll throw it short, and it's caught, and the defender could not get the receiver out of bounds. Ty Edwards, 21 yards. Unfortunate there, as yeah, just can't really do much about that play. You gotta make that one. 1st and 10. Harris fakes the handoff to Smith and tries to follow him, but doesn't do it. He actually shoves away a defender as Frank Harris gets 10. Tough running from the quarterback, trying to show that he can run just like DeJuan Mathis. As it'll be 1st and 10. 2 running backs for UTSA. It'll be a draw play to Traylon Smith for 4. As they haven't really run as effectively, I think, as they'd want to. But so far, it's been a pretty decent day passing. It'll be another handoff to Traylon Smith. He gets pursued from behind, and he gets taken down. As it'll be 3rd and 3 now. So once again, Temple switching their defense. And it'll be a catch by Trayvon Bradley for a 1st down by Frank Harris. Now UTSA trying to continue their drive here. 1st and 10. It's an option, and no sir, as Frank Harris loses 4 yards. That is Darian Varner who made that play. As it'll be 2nd and 14 now, with just over 3 minutes left. It'll be a handoff to Smith, who does manage to power through, bounces off a guy, gets 11, makes it 3rd and 3, 4th 3rd down for UTSA today. As Temple shifts their defense, it'll be a handoff, and that's their backup running back, Brendan Brady. He will not get there, as it'll be 4th and 1, but UTSA is going to go for it here. Pistol with 2:50 left. It'll be an option. They get the pitch man, but they cannot stop Frank Harris, and he runs in for a touchdown. UTSA now 10-14 with just over 2 minutes left. So for Temple, you want to make sure this 2-minute drill goes all right, as it'll be a quick pass to Adonicus Sanders for 4. Makes it 3rd down. Temple going to hurry up. You don't usually see this from them, as it'll be a throw once again, and Adonicus Sanders makes the catch for 9 yards and a 1st down, as still trying to hurry up. 1st and 10 here. A handoff to Edward Sadie, who's running down the field, and he's free across the 30, across the 20. He's being caught up to and gets taken down at the 10. Big run for Edward Sadie, as he's having a day. Just perfect blocking in the secondary. Had an offensive lineman with no one there, and if he was a little bit faster, maybe as fast as Jakar Norwood, he might have gotten to the end zone on that play. As now 2nd and 10, sorry, DeJuan Mathis. Pass is batted up at the line and falls harmlessly to the ground, thankfully, as it'll now be 3rd and 10 for Temple with 46 seconds, all 3 timeouts for both sides. But you got to imagine this play's got to go to the end zone here, as Mathis takes it, throws, and almost caught, but incomplete, as it'll make it 4th down. Temple going to take the field goal, not going to get aggressive. At least this isn't inside the 3 like it was last week, as it will be a completed field goal, make it 17-10. And I wanted to take it to halftime, but it turns out we had one more play before halftime, as Frank Harris drop back and throw short. It's tipped and intercepted, as that will be a pick 6. Yes, it will be a pick 6 for the redshirt freshman corner, Diane Hawkins, wearing number 43. I need to change that number, as it just gets dropped and he picks it out of thin air, and that's a touchdown. Also worth noting, Frank Harris had a 2nd interception in garbage time on a Hail Mary at the actual end of the first half. So Temple up 24-10 as we start the 2nd half. UTSA outgaining Temple despite being down by 2 touchdowns, as now a triple option play goes to Ty Edwards, as it'll be a 1st down for UTSA. They're still trying to establish the run, as Traylon Smith is doing a pretty darn good job. Gets 9 on that play. Maybe they need to run more. 8 for 60 right now is a pretty good average, if I do say. It's now 2nd and 1, goal line I formation. It'll be a handoff to Smith. He gets a 4-yard 1st down, as now 2nd and 10 on the play after. Smith does not get anything, as he is taken down to the backfield by Jordan McGee, which makes it 3rd and 10. Only 2 for 4 so far in the day as UTSA. Harris drops back, throws it a bullet downfield. It's caught at the 31, and DeCorian Clark gets 21 yards there, as it was a huge 1st down, puts him in Temple territory. As now on 2nd and 6, it'll be a pitch out, and almost tackled in the backfield there was Brady, but did not. He only got 2 yards there, did not get a bunch, as it would be 3rd and 4, 3 for 5 so far. Saw them convert once already, as it'll be an option play, but Smith has nowhere to go. Swarming defense. Temple's defense sees option all the time in practice, although maybe not that variation of option. Don't run much speed, as it will now be 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Temple taking over 24-13. Handoff to Sadie. He's had an amazing day so far. He gets 7 yards, as it's 13 for 107 on the day, as the workload has been pretty consistent, but he's shown his ability to be able to carry the workload, as he gets a favorable spot there, as he gets 9. I'm not sure he got 9. It looks more like 8 to me. But 2nd and 1, Regardless, another handoff. This time to Darvon Hubbard, who I think earned himself a few snaps with that touchdown reception. But he cannot get the first down there. He only gets one, as it'll be 3rd and inches. Going under center for the first time in a while. Handoff. Sadie bounces off his own guy, but manages to get the first down, as that was his 15th rush on the day. We're not even in the 4th quarter, so maybe a little bit of a pitch count might be necessary, as it'll be a pullback for DeJuan Mathis. He gets a first down. Haven't really done a whole bunch of that today. Just trying to keep Mathis upright and healthy, even though he was not really injured. Just, don't want to risk it at this stage in the season, just starting conference play. As it'll be 2nd and 9. Almost needed to call a timeout there, but they get it off as Mathis throws, and he's almost intercepted by Kelechi Nwachukwu. That would have been huge if UTSA could have grabbed that. That almost probably would have been a pick 6. That's now 3rd and 9. Once more motion again. Handoff to Sadie, and he gets a huge lane. And once again, favorable spot. They give him the first down. It did not look like a first down there. But regardless, Temple heads into the 4th quarter, up 24-13 on UTSA, as this potential championship preview is going very much in Temple's way so far, as it'll be another handoff to Sadie. He gets another first down, a 12-yard run there. No one really being able to stop this Temple running game, as Sadie 18 for 140. So we're now in the red zone again with a 1st and 10. It'll be a pullback for DeJuan Mathis. He goes right up the middle and gets 7 yards there. He's been mainly limited in the running game, as I said, trying not to run a ton. But 3rd and 3, as it'll be a fake handoff to Darvon Hubbard, but Mathis will go down as he gets sacked by Tremaine Bell II. That will set up a field goal for Temple, which was hit, as it will be 1st and 10. Frank Harris and UTSA really have to score a touchdown on this drive if they want to stay in this game. So start with a play action throw across the middle, and a favorable spot again. First down for Gavin Sharp, so at least it's going both ways, but still not ideal, as it'll be just over 5 minutes. And a pullback for Harris. He actually gets quite a few yards on the read option there, as he gets 7 on a good first down play. They've been really balanced today, but I think they need to, I don't want to say abandon the run, but start going more pass heavy as this game goes on. It's a power option, does not work at all, as Leighton Jordan got in there and made the tackle for loss. It'll be 3rd and 6. They are 3 out of 6 today on 3rd downs. Need to break over 50% here, as Harris steps up and he's going down. He gets sacked for a 5-yard loss, as Zach Gill gets the sack there. And that will be a punt for UTSA. Not willing to risk it on 4th and 11 with 4 minutes left in the game, as this punt is away, as Fox going to return it. He actually gets some decent blocking, and yeah, 15-yard return there for Devon Fox. His moments of glory, per se, as now Temple comes out with their offense again, as this time it is Trey Blair. And at this point I was trying to put in a bunch of backups, because I felt like this game was effectively over, as this is Quincy Patterson running the ball. And yes, Warner is okay. He's okay. I had to do 8 minutes. I had to remove 8 minutes of substitution of me just trying to figure out why I couldn't get Warner on the field. And I just eventually gave up, gave it to Quincy Patterson and Trey Blair, as 5-yard run there. Another handoff to Blair here, as he shows off his footwork, getting inside the 30 for a first down that takes us over 200 rush yards on the day. As now 3rd and 8, we get to see Quincy Patterson's arm at least once, as he drops back, steps up and throws, and almost intercepted, as that would not give us a first down or anything. I wanted to do a field goal, so I went to Sim, and Mathis got back in the game and threw a 25-yard touchdown to Codis Reams. and that would be the end of the game. Temple crushes UTSA. Just an absolutely dominating performance as Rory Bell gets player of the game. Not entirely sure if I would give it to him, but he did score us a lot of points this game. As the potential AAC championship preview goes very well in the hands of Temple, winning by 3 touchdowns without their number 1 running back, which is very fun. But yeah, today I didn't want to run. I wanted to try and pass a little bit more, but with Sadie going really well and this being a very critical game in my eyes, we just ended up running a lot. I wanted to keep Mathis, I don't want Mathis to get injured right now, as Alex Odom had that interception at the end of the first half that you didn't see, as Rory Bell was the player of the game there. As far as UTSA, I just think it was questionable play calling. Frank Harris was passing decently, and Traylon Smith was running even better, but they just couldn't really. They started running when they really didn't need to, and did all these option plays when they didn't really need to, and it's kind of been a problem because I feel like a part of the reason that we're 4-0 right now is because the AI isn't really calling good plays, and that is not entirely ideal. As I want it to be competitive. And the Clemson game was competitive, which was fun, and I think, I thought we could have won that. I didn't expect the Virginia Tech game to be as competitive as it was, but I still feel like they could have, won that. And in this situation, we're playing a really good team. I think they should be better than a 21-point loss, regardless of how the game was played and the weather. But we move on from the game, as you see the players of the game there. There's a look at some of the stuff happening around the league. South Alabama beats Tennessee. I am so devastated. As also, I think Oklahoma beat Georgia, if you saw that for about a split second earlier. But yeah, so we're 4-0. Temple is doing pretty darn good right now. As we transition into some recruiting, we did have Stephon Wilson, a punter, visiting us. He's the number 1 punter in the nation, actually, and he will probably be committing to us within a couple weeks, which is always good. You definitely want, specialists to commit, and they're one of the things I hate recruiting. We've actually recruited 2 with Samson Johnson. But yeah, the recruiting board is looking pretty good. Still need a fullback. Not going after too many super big prospects. Kind of gave up on those guys, as I haven't really. Temple isn't the best place for big prospects to go, as our next game will be against Tulane. But yeah, I don't know if I'll do a more in-depth recruiting update or what, but our next game will be against one of my favorite teams, Tulane. They're one of the teams that I like to rebuild a lot, and this year they won the Sugar Bowl against USC in real life, so I'm definitely respecting this team, to say the least. Michael Pratt, I saw him play against Oklahoma. It was amazing. Oklahoma 2 years ago, of course. And then we got to stop Tyjae Spears. This run game might be a little bit of a problem. He hasn't gotten off to a super hot start, but regardless, we're going to have to beat him and this Tulane team that is definitely a legitimate contender in this game. As that will be all for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, and check out some of my other series on YouTube as well. But as I said, thank you all for watching. My name is Elzion the Great, and I will see you all next time.